everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I've got just a couple of quick things about the channel that I want to discuss. I'm going to give folks just a little bit more time to hop in, but I hope everybody is doing well. But we're going to talk about reading and that sort of thing. And so anyway, just some important information about tarot reads on the channel and otherwise, and stuff like that, and what I'm going to be doing from a scheduling standpoint. We may pull a collective reading in a minute, but with that being said, welcome to the cottage, everyone. I don't know where everyone is at, but hello. Well, hello, Brown Sugar and Ashley. How are you doing? This video is not going to be extremely long. Hello, Indigo Moon. Hello, Crazy Crystal. Susie Q, how are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Mimi, how are you guys doing? Welcome in. Howdy. Welcome in. How are you guys doing? Everybody having a good night, good day, whatever, right? Okay. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Tiger's Eyes. Hello, Lisa Duck, Jasmine, LaShonda. Hey, how are you? Church is holy. How are you doing? Virgo gang here. I did the Virgo reading earlier today. Hey, Gypsy Bones, how you doing? Hey, Raza, Crystal, Crazy Crystal. Who else here? Mimi's here. Okay, Indigo Moon. I don't know if I said hello to you. I've got Gemini brain real bad right now. But anyway, well, you know what? You were one of the first, and that's all that matters, Susie Q. Okay. Just being here. Hey, Em, how are you doing? Hello, Edward. How are you? Hey, Flora, Leo. Thank you for that, Ashley. Thank you for that. I thought it was pretty darn good too. Hey, Rhonda. Yeah, that was a good Virgo reading. I was liking the energies that I was picking up, and the storyline was good. Well, hey, Christian, you know what? It's okay, honey. You've got lives, and actually, that's very, very relevant to what we were going to talk about here in just a minute. Hey, is it Cindy Barem? I don't know if I don't want to massacre your name. Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Evie Dove. How y'all doing? All right. So a couple of quick housekeeping points about my channel and just really everything. Okay. So need to give y'all some updates. I have, many of you know, I started that website in an effort to control the number of readings that are booked, because before that I had no control over how many readings were booked. And so I cut down the type of readings I was doing. I extended the timeline, and over the weeks, the week before Christmas up until right now, I have been slammed during the holidays, so much so that I didn't even get a Christmas tree up. And I was borderline laryngitis from doing personal readings, and my channel suffered as a result because I was so bogged down with personal readings, I couldn't even do stuff for the general public. Now, I will tell you, I just made a change on my website. I've got all personal readings sold out, because even after I went up on the price to what I felt was a ridiculous amount, I was still slammed. So going up is not helping, and I cannot keep up with this channel plus the demand for personal reading. I just can't do it. And I'm burnt out. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm flat out burnt out right now. You see these cards? The only reason I'm holding them is they are my security blanket. I'm not picking up a card for the next 48 hours. I am behind. It is going to make me behind on personal readings. I'm going to tell you that. I can't help it because I need some time. I have not seen my horse in now 2.5 weeks. I'm going to see him if it hair lips hell tomorrow. Okay. And I love y'all, but I am no good to you if I'm burnt out. Absolutely zero. No good to you. And I'm reevaluating some things on my channel. I may not even offer personal readings anymore. Of all the types of things that I do, and you guys know, okay, obviously, you know, I do individual sign readings here. I do all sign readings. Occasionally, I do the live super chat questions, right? And then I do personal readings, and then I do shadow work coaching on my channel. Of all the things that I do, by far the most draining is personal readings. And I'm really considering cutting them out altogether. But the personal readings that have been booked, I'm going to honor those. I even considered refunding everything and just saying, I can't deal with this right now. But I am going to, if you have booked a personal reading with me, I'm going to honor that. I just can't tell you when it's going to happen. But I'm going to focus on that. Right now, I've marked my website that I'm not taking any more bookings of any sort on personal readings for at least through January 7th. And if I have to extend that, I will. But I've already decided I can't even get time. My house is a wreck, y'all. I can't even get time to do laundry. I can't. It is just crazy. And because, I have to have rest, I have to have time to do my own energy work and work on myself. Okay. I can't be of any service to anybody here on the channel or in personal readings or anything. And so, it's time for me to say, okay, I need a couple of days for Karen. And, I have no shame in that. And I hate to do it. And I know you guys are always like, we'll be here, we'll be here, we'll be here. And my true OGs will. But it does disrupt momentum of building a channel. And I know that. I've seen that when I took breaks before. And I'll have to regain that momentum. But if I only take a couple of days now, it'll be okay. At least it will happen before I go down for, 5, 6, 7 days, right? From just complete burnout. But I'm having to take a hard boundary about personal readings, and I may not offer them anymore at all. I'm really looking at that. Right now, I'm taking until the 7th to decide what I'm going to do about whether I continue to even offer personal readings. There are other readers, and they're a lot bigger than me. They don't, let's just use Tyler, for example. Tyler doesn't do personal readings because he just doesn't have to. I can't blame him. I can't blame him at all. Of all the things that I do, trust and believe. No one's supposed to hate anyone, churches, okay? I don't know if you're trying to be funny or you're a potato head, or what, but, take that somewhere else. That's ridiculous. All right, we're here trying to have a serious discussion, and you're up in here being an asshat, okay? Just go sit down. All right, and I got no problem calling you out because you know what? I'm burnt out and I'm tired and I got no fucks to give right now. Don't try me, okay? Do not, the trolls and the asshats don't need to try me. And that's exactly why I need to go silent for 2 days on this channel, because I know when it's time, when my cup is drained, and it is, I know when it is time to say, Auntie Karen has no more in her cup and she needs to take a break. Because, see, I will be ugly if not. And you can see that. So for that, there it is. But, well, Christian Lynn, thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate you. But with that being said, I'm no use to anyone if I can't do good readings. I would rather take a break during the middle of the week than on the weekend, because the weekends, the views are higher and you guys are more likely to be off and something of that nature. But yeah, I do have to fill my cup up first. And I appreciate that, Eileen. And I know my OGs are here. I mean, you guys are solid. I appreciate you. I love doing what I do. But to be honest, I have to reevaluate what I'm at the point where I'm getting ready to hire a personal assistant, and I'm not shitting you. I'm not. I mean, I'm going to have to do one of several things. I'm either going to have to hire somebody part-time to work for me and help me manage my life. Okay. Not just my channel, but my life. Okay. I have an 87-year-old dad. I'm an only child and I am his primary caregiver. And yes, he is in assisted living, but I can't even get the time to talk to him on the phone. My parenting right now is in the shitter. Okay. And I have one 16-year-old daughter who needs her mother. And I have got to look at either one of several things. I've either got to hire somebody part-time, and I'm not kidding you, okay? And I have the money, I do. Or cut out personal readings, or, just really limit them or go up to where they're just basically, which I don't want to do that. To me, the price I ask is ridiculous, and I can't believe anybody pays it, and I appreciate it. But at the same time, we are on a warning sign, Aries, Leo, Pisces. That's what sign we're on, honey. I'm not picking up cards. And see, there again, I am showing you why I need a break, because my patience is out and I have no more fucks to give. And I need to get my cup full to where I have fucks to give again, okay? There are a lot of things I don't have fucks to give, but my ability to bring you a quality message, I care about that. And that's where I'm taking this break from personal readings and from my channel. I am not touching a card from now until, let's see, the end of the day on January 6th. What I will do between now and then is I'm going to take some time for myself. I'm going to get some rest. I laid down this afternoon at 4 o'clock, and I didn't wait. I didn't set a clock, and I didn't wake up till 8:15. And I got up and I thought, oh my God, I got to get some stuff up on my channel. I got to get personal readings done. And I said, hell to the no. I died. And yeah, it's just and if I'm not careful, being a Capricorn, moon, I will make lists, and then I will beat myself up when I don't get everything done that I need to get done. But energetically, what you guys see as a 15-20 minute read is probably about 45 minutes worth of work. Well, a personal reading, lately, my personal readings have been anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And that's just what you see. What you don't see is where it puts me and afterwards. Okay. And so it can be very draining from an energetic standpoint. Well, thank you. Well, wow. Oh my gosh, Roxy, you're so smart. I'm going to tell you something. She's the picture of wisdom here, Roxy. Thank you for that, love. I appreciate you so much. But for telling me that, because it really does help. It really does help me to know that, Roxy. But see, the universe is begging me to love on myself. I like that. And I think that's true for all of us. I have a tendency to stretch myself thin and not know when to say when. But, this happened to a little bit of a degree about a week and a half before Christmas. And I slowed down a little bit, got myself rested back up. And as soon as I did, the bottom dropped out on personal readings. And it shocked me because I was shocked that I didn't expect anybody to book anything for the week of Christmas. I mean, come on now. And I couldn't even, I couldn't do for the holidays like I wanted to do because of that. And so, yeah, but I'm serious. I'm either going to hire someone, or I'm going to seriously limit the amount of personal readings that I allow to flow through that website. That's one reason I set that website up, is because after I did that, it's very hard when you don't have a mechanism that you can control what's booked. Because before, I could get 10 readings booked in a day or none. And there was just, thank you, Ritu, I appreciate you. And there was just no way to control it. And I was really at the mercy of demand, and there was no way that you guys could know. Okay. Rhonda, thank you. God, you guys are amazing. I mean, I can't believe y'all, but there was no way for me to control it. And and I'm going to tell you something, that website, and I don't have a problem with y'all knowing, that was the best $25 a month I ever spent. Because if I want to turn off the ability to book readings, it's easy to do. And I ain't got to go through and change no description box. I just go through and edit that website and republish it. And it's that quick. It took me 3 minutes to shut it down today. You can still book the class because that is pre-recorded. It's already done. That's still on there. But as far as any personal readings, it's shut down until at least January the 7th. And I appreciate it. I feel truly, truly blessed that you guys trust me to read for you. That is a huge trust thing. Back when I was on the other side of the fence myself, and I was booking readings with readers, I wouldn't book with just anybody. I really wanted to feel, as though I could trust the person that was doing the reading for me. And quite honestly, and I know a lot of you guys realize this. I've got some high vibrational folks that follow me. I'm so blessed with my soul fam here. And so with that being said, a lot of you know this. When you ask, well, Christian, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. But when you ask a person to read for you, that's opening up your energy to another person. And you become energetically vulnerable to that reader. And so for you guys to do that, it's a huge trust. And I don't take it lightly. And I appreciate, oh my God, Lisa, y'all, I mean, I don't know what to say. Gosh, y'all. Lisa, you're so sweet. Thank you for that. My sweet little Pisces friend. But it's a huge compliment and a huge statement of your trust to book a personal reading with me. But at the same time, I have got to get better about saying, okay, I've got to shut this off for a day or two. That's the whole reason I spent the $25 a month. Let me tell you, that's the best $25 a month I ever spent. All right. Thank you. Gosh, Lisa, you're so sweet. I can't believe you. Thank you for that. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. But you know, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the next couple of days. I'm going to see my horse if it here lets hell tomorrow. I haven't seen him in 3 weeks, and I knew I wouldn't see him the week of Christmas, and I was okay with that. It's supposed to be warm and beautiful tomorrow, and I'm getting my hair did tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to see my horse, and tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to get my hair did, and I'm going to spend some time, maybe tomorrow night or the next day, kind of evaluating what direction I'm going to take regarding being able to better manage so that I am a better reader for all of you. That's the whole point. This is my passion, right? Yes, definitely, Beck. Definitely. Thank you, Rhonda. Listen, you guys, I can't believe your reaction, first of all. Thank you so much for that. But at any rate, that's kind of where I am. Right. And yeah, okay. You know what? Thank you for whoever hid that ass hat. Thank you, Ashley. You know what? Don't try me. You know what, Tampax? If you're a Tampax, you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, so just go back to the hole which you crawled out of and do your job. Yeah. You want to be nasty? I'll be nasty right back. I got no fucks to give, and today ain't the day. Okay, not you've heard the old saying, "Not today, Satan." Not no, but hell no. Okay, you can take it where the sun don't shine. Yeah, I have no fucks to give. See, so there you go. But and quite honestly, I really shouldn't have many. Yeah, I have no. Yeah, thank you, Stacy. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. But yeah, people want to come up in here acting the fool, and I mean honestly, these are people that live in Mama's basement that ain't got a damn thing to do, right? They ain't got no money, and nobody is romantically interested in them. And they got glasses, and there's nothing wrong with glasses. You see, I have them, but they got tape right here in the middle. Okay, they've got the pencil case, and nobody talks to them except Mama, and they don't come out from under their rock very often. And they got their keyboard warriors because they don't have the balls to get out and be with people face to face. Yeah, I called your ass out. I sure did, troll. Yeah, I'm just calling it. I'm about damn sick of you stupid ass people coming up in here trolling, right? But yeah, so there you go. Yeah, Karen Unplugged is right. That's right. I don't care. I'm letting loose. But you are seeing exactly why I need to take a break. Okay. I need to shut my mouth, go inside, take care of me, go see my horse, get some quality time with myself, and reevaluate where I am going with this channel. No lie. And my life. I'm probably going to seriously consider hiring a personal assistant, at least on a part-time basis. I am not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It's as much, and this is not, well, thank you, Tamika. You're so sweet. This is not, if my life were normal, it might be a little bit easier to manage. But the fact that I have my dad in his situation, like it is, and he's doing great physically, okay? He defied those predictions from the so-called psychics that said he was going to die within hours and wouldn't make it till Christmas. He defied all of that. From a physical standpoint, he's doing great. Now, mentally, he checks in and out, okay? His cognitive abilities are going, and we knew that. He has a diagnosis of dementia. But, he defied. I had 2 different psychics tell me he wouldn't make it till Christmas. Ha! Well, today is what, January the 4th? Yeah. And what's funny is one of those psychics saw he was still kicking and messaged me privately and said, well, it's all in divine timing. Well, no shit, Dick Tracy. We're all going to die at some point. Of course, we're all going to die in divine timing. Tell me something I don't know. That doesn't make you psychic. It makes you have common sense, I think, kind of. But you shortchange me and make me think that you don't have common sense. So, yeah, there's that. And if you keep on bothering me, I'm going to publicly blast you. And you know who you are. So leave me alone. I have blocked you in every way. And now I have blocked you the one last way that I didn't. Do not reach out to me again, or you will live to regret it. And a lot of people know who you are anyway, because you've made an ass of yourself when it comes to minding your connection. There, I said it. Right there, I said it. Christian, I can't do that because people book with me, and I don't mean that but I see what you're saying. What I will probably do is have someone that I trust do other stuff and take care of just the general day-to-day stuff, paying my daddy's bills, stuff like that. I've got to get my dad's house is not even on the market because I haven't had time to get it ready. and I've already got somebody that wants to look at it. And I've got to figure out what in the hell I'm going to do with a baby grand piano, his bedroom suite, all his stuff, so that I can just sell the house. I got money sitting there waiting to be made. And I mean, the house is in my name now. He transferred it over to me. There, I got some money sitting there to be made from the sale of that house, and I can't even have time to go get it ready to sell. I can't even go meet people to look at it. I can't, and they want to buy it. It's that crazy, right? Hey, Mystic Lark, welcome. Right. But yeah, thank you, Tamika. All of you guys for what you did for super chats. I can't believe y'all are sending me super chats. I'm not even reading. I'm not earning a dime. If anything, I'm letting off steam, right? And just kind of blowing my gasket. Mystic Lark, I'm usually nice and I'm usually reading tarot, but we're just kind of making an announcement. We're taking a break on the channel. But give me a couple of days. I'm gonna take tomorrow and the next day, and I'm not picking up a card. And then let's see, that'll put me on Friday. I'll probably start trying to get caught up on the personal readings that are booked, and start back on the channel some. So give me a minute. Hey, NAS, how are you doing? I was just announcing that I'm taking a much needed couple of days, right? Well, thank you for that, Lisa. I appreciate it. Hey, Kia, Bath and Body. Yeah. Well, I want to come back either Friday or Saturday. Now, I do have Saturday. I've got Tyler's class that I'm going. Well, thank you for that, Crystal. I appreciate you saying that. But I'm definitely going to, and thank you, Tamika. Appreciate y'all. Hey, Athena. Thank you for that. But, I definitely have got to take a break. I am to the point where, I just can't do for you. I can pick up a reading and I can get the truth. But I'm going to tell you, when I get like this, I'm not as compassionate as I like to be. Okay. And it's not really who I am and what I'm about. I just lose touch with what goals I have for my own behavior and my own self. Right. But yeah. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, I was just mortified that psychic said that we're all, I didn't mean they were going to die within hours. I meant your dad was going to die in divine timing. Well, no shit, Dick Tracy, we all are. Okay, what a mess that was. Hey, Aries Dawn, thank you for that, sweetheart. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, and that's, I had some situations here with YouTube that were very a time drain, and some energetic trimming that I needed to do, which I have done, and that has helped. Cutting out some folks that were draining energetically, that has helped a lot. Okay, thank you, Honeybee. I know, Roxy, it is messed up. It is messed up, but yeah. Yeah, and ordinarily for a normal person, it probably wouldn't be so crazy. But the fact that I have the situation with my dad, and I need to get his house sold, and I need to get that in order. I've got so much stuff that's been pressing on me really since the summer that I've just neglected and not done. And now I'm just, I'm tired, right? I don't know what a free list is, Leo Lunacy, but I'm not doing readings if that's what this has to do, your question has to do with. I'm sorry. Hey, Leo Lunacy, and I appreciate you subbing. Honey, I just made an announcement. I'm not picking up cards for the next 48 plus 8 hours, whatever that is. 56 hours, right? Yeah. I don't need cards in my hand right now, Leo Lunacy. I don't. I mean, I just need to take a break. My cards need to rest, and I need to rest. Yep. So yeah, there is that. Hey, Transformation Queen, good to see you. Hey, Maria, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. But I appreciate you guys, the support. I'm really, I'm going to try to decide what direction I'm going to take. I mean, I'll always be here on the channel. I just don't know about whether I'm going to continue to do personal readings or not. I've got to decide about that. And I've got to decide what direction I need to take as far as getting my life under control in general, right? So, well, hello, JoJo. Where's your comment? Oh, let me go back, Ashley. Hold on. She's not doing any readings. There you go. Is that the one? I hope that's the one you were talking about, Ashley. I just pinned that one, but yeah. But yeah, I'm not picking up any, I don't need my hands on cards right now. I'm probably going to sage the hell out of this whole house to be honest with you, right? I need to do that. I did it. I saged the house for New Year's, and smudged, and I actually smudged with Palo Santo, which is my favorite, and it did help a lot, and it worked great. And then I got slammed again with personal readings, and then I went up and I got slammed again, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm just gonna have to turn it off where I just can't get booked. I mean, that's just the only thing I know to do, right? So, and I love doing personal readings for y'all, but they're very draining. They're more draining than anything I do. They really are. They really are. And I can understand why people like the big readers like Tyler and stuff like that, they don't do them. I can understand it because it's tough. It's tough. And the hard thing about personal readings is until you sit down and you start reading, you might have something that's easy and light and not that draining, or you might have something that puts you down for 3 hours. You don't know until you open up and start delving into the energies and picking up on a person's energies, right? And you don't know. Thank you, Denise. Thank you for that. I'm just an old woman, but thank you for that. But you don't know until you start reading. And what you think it might take you an hour, hour and a half is going to put you down for a day where you can't even do stuff on your channel. Okay? And you know, it can happen. It can happen. Right? So there you go. There you go. But I appreciate y'all so much. I love you. I love doing what I do. This is my passion, my dream. And if I don't take a break, it won't be that way. I'll learn, you know, it'll become work. And then what's the point, right? Because I did that way most of my life with accounting, right? And so, yeah, I'm not going to do that because I'm having too much fun with what I do. Thank you, Debbie Thomas. Thank you so much. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm probably going to get off of here. I'm going to go and tell you what else I'm going to do over the next couple of days. I'm probably going to watch some Golden Girl reruns and some Designing Women reruns because, yes, it's a thing, right? It is, Debla. That's exactly what it is. Here, just for you. Hold on a minute, Debla. Just for you, Debla, right? That's exactly what it is. Thank you, NAS. You know, thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate you guys so much. Just, you know, and just know that I'm doing some R&R the next couple of days, and I'm going to, you know, if Tyler goes live or Rose goes live, I'll probably do mods for them, and I'll probably mod for them if I can, if I see them. I can't always mod for them. Sometimes I'm not where I can mod when they go live. I missed all of Tyler's this afternoon because my ass was out in the bed. I was dead to the world. I'm gonna tell you something. About 4 o'clock after I did that Virgo reading, I hit the bed and it was over and I was out. And that's not, I will nap, but not like that. Not like that. And when I woke up, I felt just as tired. But I was down for about almost 4 hours. Well, yeah, a little bit over 4 hours. I was down. So, yeah. And that's just not like me. Yes, rest in peace, Betty White. A woman who walked the earth and graced the earth with style, grace, class, and love, and did great things for all things furry and friendly. She was quite the advocate for animals. Many of you probably know that. And she had a lot of pets, right, herself. So Betty and I share a love for animals in common. And yeah, but a lady who walked the earth with style and grace and humor and, you know, was just absolutely amazing. And you know, set an example we can all aspire to, right? I know, Ashley. And do you know that that deck is out of print? That deck is out of print. I got 4 decks coming, though. I found a source. Sure did. But yeah, because you know how whenever decks start shuffling funny, I retire them, right? But yeah, rest in peace, Betty. You were loved by so many. Truly beautiful through and through, right? Cheesecake, I know, right? So, but yeah, yeah, I'm not reading. Not reading. Not tonight. I support, and churches, I support, and I don't know the correct terminology, but I'm reading LGBTQ plus community as well. I believe that sexuality is on a spectrum, just my personal opinion. Some people lean to one extreme, some to the other, and some people are somewhere on the spectrum, right? So that's just my personal belief, but I have no way of proving that. So I don't call that a fact. It's just my opinion. There's a big difference, right? But I do support that community. I support anybody who has found somebody that you love. That's, you know, a consenting adult, right? So yeah. January 17th. Okay, we should celebrate her on January 17th. We sure should. Let's see. She would be of course, she's an Aquarius, right? That brain, right? That the mind of an Aquarius is unbelievable. Miss Roxafo, I'm gonna tell you something. Do I have you? Yeah, I do have you as a mod. I couldn't remember. I'm like, if I don't have her as a mod, I need to make her a mod. She's amazing. Roxy is yeah, she's something else in the best of ways. Yeah. Yeah, she would have been 100. That's exactly right, JoJo. Love is love, regardless of who you love. You're right, Debbie Thomas. You're absolutely right. Betty is Cap. You're right, Athena. I was a month off. Athena, she is a Capricorn. Okay, she is a Capricorn, right? You know what? You're right, Crazy Crystal. We should be asking that people make a donation to local no kill pet shelters for her birthday. She did love animals. That was her passion. Yes, yes. She was almost a cuspy, close to being a cuspy for Aquarius, but not quite. But yeah, yeah, I got on the wrong month, y'all. Saw something on social media that says maybe donate a small bit to local. That's a good thing to do, Denise. I think so too. I like that name, Roxanne. The 16th is your son and your dad. Wow, wow. Oh, the same day as your dad's birthday, Debbie Thomas is her birthday. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I hated that but I mean, she lived a long life, a long, beautiful life, and she made a difference. She made a difference while she was here. I think so, just my opinion, right? Um, she gave us so many laughs, so many smiles. She had no fucks to give either, really, but she handled herself with style and grace, and in true Earth energy, Queen of Pentacles, magical manner, right? She was amazing. Hey, Susan, how you doing? Hey, Terry, we got accurate, right? All right. My favorite movie was Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin, right? I know. Well, happy birthday to your grandmother. All right. She was psychic and used to read from. That's so cool. Yeah, the 20th or the 21st. Okay, okay. So happy birthday to you coming up as well, Tamika. She was a treasure. She really was pretty. She really was a pretty woman, but she was even more beautiful on the inside. 6 shopping months left until Gemini birthday, right? JoJo, my due date was June the 4th. I came on May the 30th, but my due date was June the 4th. My daughter's due date was June the 4th. She was early. She's a Taurus, but she was supposed to be a Gemini, but she was 5 weeks early, right? But my daughter and I had the exact same due date. Neither one of us were born on that day, though. You work as a hairstylist. Okay, you're dating a gymnastics teacher. Yes, Tarot with God. That is amazing. Well, hello, Leather and Lace. How you doing? You'll have to rewind Leather and Lace. Knowing our earlier conversations, I promise you, when you watch some of this video, you're going to be laughing your butt off. Okay? Yeah. July 4th. Well, you are. Let's see here. Wait a minute. What is that? Cancerian season? I think I remember you saying that too. Yep, that's Cancer season. But yeah. 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 Well, Kimberly, that's my birthday, May the 30th. That's my birthday. Uh, if y'all want to hear some interesting, for those of you, yes, she was against racism, right? Oh, I love it. Get over it yeah, I love it. Your birthday, September 27th. You're a Saggy, huh? Let me take this banner down before I get crazy, right? Hold on a minute. Oh, I'm trying to find a banner. Let's just do this. We'll put that one, something generic, right? But yeah, Betty was way ahead of her time. Yes, and her comedic timing. I like what you said about that. NAS 487. Her comedic timing was incredible. Oh, you're so sweet. Those of you into numerology, Roxy, I know you're into astrology. You may be into numerology as well. But you're probably not the only one. But several of you will probably get a kick out of this. I have an interesting story to tell you, and at the risk of, well, I won't. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say this. Okay, my birthday, May 30th. You guys know that my daughter's father, who he and I are divorced. We divorced when she was a year and a half. She's 16 now, a long time ago. We get along great from a co-parenting relationship. Okay. Now, picture this, if you will. My birthday is May 30th. My daughter's father, his mother's birthday was May 30th. Different year, right? But we both had the same birth date. His mother and me. Okay? His birth date and my mother's birth date are the same date. They were both Scorpios. He is still, okay? The same birth date, okay? All right? November 5th, 5:30. My daughter's birthday is nothing but fives, and we just leave it at that. So those of you who are into numerology will find that interesting, right? Very uncanny, in my opinion. I know Ashley Fogel, right? I agree. But yeah, and I'm kind of particular about giving out her birth date, but yeah, I know Denise. It's she's here to change the world. Of fives are the number of change, and I've always said that she was here to change the world. Oh wow! Oh, probably leather and lace. If you follow me, more than likely. I know who you're talking about, and it probably is the case. Probably. Yeah. That person, just rewind this video, leather and lace. I know you got here late, which, hey, it is what it is. I'm just glad you're here. But rewind this video, and you'll know exactly what went down there. Hey, Jenna LF, what you doing? Hey, Lena, how are you doing? I didn't say hello to you, Lena Brown. Dan, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. But yeah, I know we do try to keep it friendly. I mean, I try. I'm gonna tell you what, and my mods already, they can tell you all this, what I'm about to say, because my mod squad it don't get no better than my mod squad. But I'm like this, and different readers have different expectations about what's okay in their chat and what's not, and that's cool. But I drop f bombs, y'all know that, and if you're being nice and you're just dropping curse words or f bombs or whatever, my mods know, and Google will, or YouTube has an automatic censor where they will hold those comments for review, but my mods know to let those fly. As long as you're being nice, I don't care if you're dropping f-bombs. If you call somebody a fuck boy and you're agreeing with me, and my mods are probably going to let it fly. But the thing that I don't care for, hey Ruby, but the thing that I don't care for is like people bashing, like an entire sign, or saying all men are jerks or all Scorpios are assholes, right? The assholes come in every flavor of the zodiac, but guess what? So do nice people, right? Assholes can be men or women, but guess what? So are nice people, right? So there you go. And so that kind of stuff, and that's the kind of stuff that, right. Yeah, thank you. I figured that was going to have to happen, mods. Thank you for that. That person was just a little bit over the top. Tamika, that is my mother's birthday, not day, but 11/5, and my daughter's father both have November 5th as their birth date. I sure do. Hey, Rose, how you doing? How you doing? Interesting numerology here, right? You got censored in a crafts room. You can't say birthday suit to grandma. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. You can say birthday suit. You can say naked. You can say flashing some tatas here, and yeah, I'm not gonna get mad at you. Or X is a poop head, but my newest friend is very kind. Both cats, okay. Yeah, yeah. There you go. But I always love getting on here and chatting with you guys, and I don't do that enough. That's one thing I'm trying to do, is build that other channel so that we can do this, right? But I have got to figure out a direction. of what I'm going to do to manage everything. Because it's a great problem to have and it's a blessing. It's not a problem. It's just me trying to figure out and redirect. Okay, here's where we are. Let's figure out how to manage where we are right now until we get to the next spot where I got to revamp and figure out how I'm going to manage from there. I had to do this right after I first went live with Tyler, I had to do the same thing. And now I'm having to do it again because I've had another kind of big, growth spurt. Hey, Ashley. Well, that's amazing that we share that birth date. Ashley, I've got so many Ashleys. Ashley Fogel, Ashley Mamad, Ashley Farnsworth, and there's another Ashley that has like some symbols behind their name and I know, I mean, I've got some amazing people, and some of y'all spell your name different, but it's Ashley's. And so, yeah, but yeah, you're right, Jenna LF. My father could not be better, Ruby Red. I gave kind of an update on him earlier. You'll have to rewind that. He's doing great. He is doing great. Well, thank you, Rose. Appreciate it. Hey, Shelly Belly Belly. I saw that leather and lace. Yeah. Uh-huh. I know. I noticed that too. Sure did. And I will tell you what I find interesting about what you said, leather and lace. The person you're talking about, we both know who we're talking about, had me thinking that she was all close with him. Sure did. But I appreciate Tyler for doing that. It meant a lot. And I sent him a message, which I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes he can't respond to my messages. And I can understand that because I understand he's a very, he probably is slammed with messages. But I sent him a message thanking him for the shout out today. And, one of the things that he said was that sometimes other tarot readers can get weird, which certainly can be the case. And then he made the comment how I had stayed nice and easy to deal with. And you know what I told him in my message? And I told him, I said, Tyler, thank you for the shout out. And I said, it's easy to be nice to nice people. I don't have to work at that. And he is. He's very nice. Yeah. I saw that, Shelley. I heard about Crazy Crystal. I was asleep when it was in Taurus, and I was asleep. And Crazy Crystal messaged me a while ago. Well, I don't know when I think she messaged me when I was asleep, but I didn't see it till I woke up. And I went over and I saw her message and she told me about it. And so I had to go over there and watch. And I thought, oh my God, that's so sweet. And I saw several of you shouted me out in the comments. And I appreciate that more than you know. It means so much, right? Hey, Redsky, how you doing, love? Yeah, Tyler's amazing. And he's so damn funny. And I'm going to tell you, I'm taking his tarot class. And I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you. The main reason I took it is because one of the things that he said he was going to do in that class was to give advice for how to grow your channel. And that was the main reason that I signed up, right? Because, I know card meetings and stuff, but and I've had one class with him. It was a 2-hour class. It was this past Saturday. Can I tell you, I took 8 pages of notes. Okay. That man is deep in his understanding. But at the same time, it's very simplified in his ability. He's very good at he's very good at teaching. Is there anything that man can't do? I'm just starting to wonder that. But anyway, very thorough, very deep in his understandings, but at the same time breaks it down in an easy way. But he gave already a lot of good advice. Yeah, 8 pages. And all we covered was the suit of pentacles. That was the only suit we covered. We had class for about 2 hours, but let me tell y'all, he was so gracious. He wanted to make sure everybody understood. He answered questions. He would stop. He would, there's a mechanism in that thing where you can press a button and virtually like raise your hand and let him know you've got a question. And yeah, he was very, very gracious and wanted to make sure, does anybody have any questions? If you've got any questions, and just make sure. And when he would answer a question, then he would check back and say, did that make sense? Did that help to answer? He's just very, very thorough to make sure. And so I am quite convinced that, what, and I don't know if anybody else in here has signed up in that class, but I will say this, it may have seemed like a lot, the amount that he charged, but I'm going to tell you one thing. After the first class of spending 2 hours, I feel like I've gotten my money's worth already. Everything else that I get from there is going to be gravy. Just going to say that. I would not hesitate to recommend his class. And I'm going to tell you something. Yes, it sold out in seconds. when he made that announcement, within about seriously 3 minutes, it sold out. And I got lucky enough to book, I barely got in, barely. Okay. So yeah, it was complete serendipity, right? Right. But yeah, we're talking about Tyler. He's so funny. I know. He is funny. He's hilarious. He's a damn good reader though, I'll tell you that. He's a damn good reader. I have like a class, but mine, and I don't, of course I don't charge what Tyler does, not near. And but you know what, and I think I'm a good reader. It's not that, but Tyler's just been reading a lot longer than me, so his classes are far more valuable. So to me, it's worth what I paid for it. Does that make sense? Right. So there you go. But yeah, I love Rose. Rose is a sweetheart. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Rose is clearly a lot younger than me. She's also a May Gemini like me. So I get her, and our other placements are different. She has a lot more fire in her chart than I do. But Rose has probably helped me a lot more than she realizes. I have not known of Rose as long as I knew of like Tyler and Rich. But in the short time that I've been following Rose, I have picked up some things from her that have been so helpful just in general. And then Gemini helpful, and I say this jokingly a lot. I mean, I guess every sign has its challenges. But if you think it's exhausting dealing with a Gemini, try being with. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. I mean, it really is like a constant argument in your head. Okay, it really is. And yeah, Frankie's got sweet energy too. But I have learned so much from all three of those folks. And yeah, it's just and I think that the reason, I think the universe puts people in our path for so many different reasons. I've run across people who, and that are around here, and y'all know this, some of y'all know this, that were lessons, and they were supposed to be lessons, and I learned from those, and it made me a better person. It gave me stronger boundaries, and yeah, that. And so there you go. Yeah, Fierce Tarot. That's Rose. That's our channel name, Fierce Tarot. Jenna's got it right there. I'm going to put it right here. Hold on. There you go. That's her. And yeah, the struggle is real, JoJo. It's tough. It is a tough. And I've got a Capricorn moon, which is considered, if not the toughest moon placement, one of the toughest. But that's Rose's channel name as well, right there, Fierce Tarot. She's amazing. Okay, but yeah, Rich is amazing. Tyler is. I'm gonna tell you something about Tyler that I like. Tyler can get a shit story, just a shit storm, dumpster fire story, but he'll have you laughing. He has the ability to deliver a message that will make you laugh. And honestly, laughter is healing. It's all part of healing, and it's all important to, and then there comes a point, and look, I was that person watching Tyler years ago, and my own story in my love life was a shitstorm dumpster fire. Okay. But I could watch Tyler, and I might be sitting there crying because I knew what he was saying was true, but at the same time, he was so funny, I was laughing. And that is a form of healing. Laughter is healing. And I needed that. And I think that yes, he says hilarious stuff, but at the end of the day, if you think about it, if you really take a step back, he's doing some good things out there, Right. 11:11 just passed. Okay, it's 10:12 here, but yeah, I'll take that, Jenna. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, he does have amazing wit. He's got hilarious comebacks, right? He is hilarious. But he's a good reader. Highly accurate. Highly accurate, right? Yes, it is very healing. Laughter is. Yeah. So yeah. And I know you guys watch all of my homies. But I love Tyler Tarot. I love Rich Lopp, LOPP. Many of you watch him, and I also love Fierce Tarot Rose. I love them to death. They are my favorites. I like Tank's Tarot a lot. She's shy, so she doesn't show her face, but she's a sweetheart. She's got very sweet energy. Many of y'all know her. She's a mod here. Okay. But yeah, I do too. When he says, bitch, I about die. I about fall on the floor. And let me tell y'all something. When y'all see me in the comments in there saying, pass the oxygen, I can't breathe, I really am sitting there gasping for breath and howling. I'm really doubled over. I'm not shitting you. It's not just me being funny. It's just that he makes me laugh that hard. And honestly, I need it so much. And when I make comments like I needed my Tyler fix, I'm dead serious. I needed my laughter for the day, right? So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, Tanks is a sweetheart. She's a sweet Virgo. She's a sweet Virgo. Somebody tried to cause her some problems recently, and I couldn't stand by and let that happen because it was unjust and it wasn't fair and it wasn't true. And I knew firsthand that what was being said was not true, and I had to come out and yeah. So yeah, we all have our issues, but I know when somebody's done something, and if they've not done something and I know it, then it is what it is. Hey, Rosie Frank, yes, he is an angel. Thank you, Tamika, for that. I appreciate you saying that. That means a lot. That's a labor of love, that shadow stuff. A second sad banana. Crystal's funny. All right. Oh, did you? Oh, that's another one. Nacho Mama Tiro, Patricia. I'm glad you brought her up. She's a sweetheart. She's very high vibrational. Very high vibrational as far as she's a sweet soul. Sweet soul. I'm gonna tell you, she's working a full-time job and trying to build a channel. So yeah, definitely go give her a sub if you haven't done so. Nacho Mama Tiro and Tanks Tiro. Go give them a sub. They're sweethearts. Okay, they really are. I know, Jennifer Lee. Me too. Both of them. Both of them. And you know what's funny is they're totally different, Tyler and Rich. They bring totally different things to the community. But if you take a step, and at first glance, if you think about it, people are like, oh, I mean, we all know Tyler's accurate, but you're like, oh, he's just having fun. No, no, he's making you laugh for a reason. It is needed. You need to laugh. Do you need the honest, bare facts and somebody putting things out? And he does that too. And then Rich's focus on making sure you heal. Both of them bring totally different things to the hurting and the heartbroken, and it's all needed. And it took me a while to even see that, right? Well, check your eyelids for holes and let me know how that comes out for you, JoJo. You be careful, okay? Sweet dreams to you. I'm not too far away from doing the same thing. I love you guys so, so much. Yeah, you guys are amazing. So, with that being said, I'm not going to monetize this. It was just an announcement, really, and just kind of me kind of giving you guys. Yeah, he does give great advice. Rich does, Athena. And I'm going to tell you something. I am walking, talking proof that his manifestation teachings work. I did not understand law of attraction until he taught it. And it never worked for me because I didn't understand the teachings until he taught it. And I don't know if it was the way he worded it or if it was because he's an air sign and I'm an air sign. He's an Aquarius. I'm a Gemini. I don't know what made it to where he broke it down in such a way. But for the first time, I looked at his life and I saw the results. And then I heard what he said and I was like, okay, well, I haven't tried it that way. And I'm walking, talking proof that what Rich teaches about manifestation is solid. It is solid. And all of my beliefs are based on his teachings. Why? Because in my path, I over the past 2.5 years or so, I put his teachings into practice, and guess what? I have results now too. So I have seen it to be fact in my own life, and I'm not the only one. Rich has a lot of people that uh, could say the same thing, right? Yeah. Oh, Jennifer Lee, thank you for that. But yeah. See, and you know what, Rosie Frank, St. Martin, I may say this wrong. St. Martin, you're on the Dutch side. I've been there and it is absolutely a beautiful island, Rosie Frank. And I'm so glad you're there. And I don't know how it is now. I haven't been there in a long, long time. But when I was in St. Martin, I found if I found the people charming. I found the Dutch side absolutely gracious, and they loved, loved, loved Americans. Just sweet, sweet. And Rosie, I hope that is the experience that you're having. It's a beautiful place. The people were absolutely precious, right? Thank you, Patricia. Love you so much. Right. Glad you came in. Um, but Rosie, I'd be curious if you're having that experience actually being there. But because that has been my experience, right? Right. Jennifer Lee, thank you for absolutely, positively, right. But yeah, so it is charming, Redsky. It is a charming place. There are several islands in the Caribbean where the people are super sweet. Barbados, people in Barbados are very kind to Americans. They're nice. Most of the islands are nice, and they like 'em. They like tourists. Okay, um, Martinique is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. That is an island where they speak French, and you will hardly hear anybody speaking English. At least this was true at the time. And they did not care for tourists, and they found it very disrespectful when you did not know their language and you tried to talk to them. So yeah, I bet it was worth going there because it's just so darn beautiful, right? See, the people are wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, Rosie Frank. If you go there, Rosie Frank, and you don't go snorkeling, I'm never speaking to you again. I'm just saying. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. You have family in Barbados? Oh my God. Wow. That's so cool. Well, you're Trinidadian. I have never been able to go to Trinidad or Tobago, Shafina. I've heard it's absolutely amazing. Right. Hello, Empress. Thank you, Athena. I enjoyed. I tell you some places that I remember that Saint Martin was one of my favorites. Uh, Tortola, which is right near Virgin Gorda, Tortola, the baths there. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life by far. I came face to face at the baths with a barracuda when I was out snorkeling. That was very interesting. Yes, very interesting. And I've snorkeled off of St. John, which is absolutely just beautiful. Martinique is beautiful. St. Thomas, they say it's Americanized in my experience. Now, this was back then. I don't know how it is now. It's closer to being Americanized than the other islands, but it's still very much got a Caribbean flavor. You met a scuba diver named Graham. He might take me diving. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. But um, I want to go to the Great Barrier Reef, Redsky. That's a dream. Well, thank you, Anne. I appreciate that. Um, but the other Caribbean islands that I like, oh, I loved the Bahamas. That was beautiful. I went to Nassau for my birthday one time, like on a little 4-day weekend there, and that was beautiful. The people there were very friendly. Okay, Leather and Lace, I'll do that. I'm going out to see him tomorrow, so I'll try to get some pictures. Um, Other places that I have been, hold on a minute, Barbados, St. Martin, St. John, St. Thomas, San Juan. Anne, it was just a fluke. I had lost my job because of COVID and I started a channel. And honestly, the rest was history. The horse kiss was the cutest. But let me tell you, Jenna, I went out there when I was worried about my dad's health. Okay. And I had been told some stuff by a fake psychic that he was about to die in the next 24 hours. And I was real down. And my horses are highly intuitive. And my horse was, I didn't even ride that day. I didn't train. I didn't do anything but just go out there, Jenna, that day and hang with him. And he was just, he's very affectionate. He knows when I need him. It's amazing, right? It is amazing. Hey, Miss A, how are you doing? Ola, back to you. But yeah, they are amazing. I think all animals are pretty spiritual, right? I really do. Oh, sailing to Australia. That'd be so nice, Rosie Frank. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The beaches. Isn't it, Redsky, isn't there a beach there where the dolphins come up? And I don't know his astrology, Ash, my horse, but I think he's a Sagittarius because he's so fiery and feisty in the best of ways. He's perfect for me. He is the perfect match for me. He's a handful, but you know what? And I said this a lot, Ash Fogel. He is one that will look at me and say, I'll tell him. His name is JJ. Many of you know that. I'll say, JJ, you're a handful, and he looks at me, and his face says, "That's why you got two hands. Put both hands on the reins, and we're going right." So he's not dangerous, but he's feisty. I would not put a beginner on him because he would. I would not put a beginner on my horse because he would probably dump them and have fun doing it. But if you have some experience, he's completely great. Right? Oh, leather and lace. That's so sweet. You knew that, huh? Wow. The kangaroo. Let's see. Where'd you say the kangaroo island? Just south of for me as well. The penguins. Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, Ann. I might. I have been to Charlotte before, Ann Logan. It's been a long time ago. But yeah, I liked Charlotte. I thought it was pretty, very beautiful area. I went out to the outskirts too and looked. My biggest challenge, whoa, that's hard to say, Goddess Sarah. The biggest challenge that I faced was healing in general. Okay. Um, I had a very toxic, traumatic childhood. I'm not a victim. And I'm not in victim mentality. It was supposed to happen to bring me to where I am. So I'm very grateful for it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst thing, but I had a lot of heartbreaks that I had to heal from a romantic standpoint as well. I had a boatload of stuff, goddess, in my shadow self. And I'm not saying I'm finished, but like I've made a lot of progress, right? So that's probably been my biggest challenge, but I've gotten a lot better at it because I know what's happening when I know what to expect now. You're near Wilmington. Okay. So Kathy Ross, healing was the hardest for you. Another big challenge for me is knowing when to say when. And I don't mean alcohol and I don't mean drugs. I mean burning the candle at both ends. Suntown, I'm not reading. Okay. Not doing readings right now, sweetheart. We're doing a soul fam chat. It was an announcement that turned into a soul fam chat. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. Redsky, you're always so nice. And I see you a lot in Rose's chat. So it's always good to see you here too, Redsky. Always good to see you here too. But but yeah, healing is not for sissies. But then again, neither is being stuck on stupid and feeling miserable, right? Yeah, boundaries are tough, and I struggle with that. I'm a Venus in Cancer, and I've got a Capricorn moon. Oh, of course, Redsky. In that same Taurus reading that we were talking about earlier that Tyler did, he was talking about how challenging it is to have significant placements in water and air mixed together. Well, I'm a Gemini sun, Gemini rising with a Venus in Cancer. And if you don't think that's a hot mess, right? Right. So, yeah. Mystic Lark, they show, I posted a video on my community page a while back. So you might go to my community page and scroll down a good ways. It's probably been at least a week or two ago from a lady who did a video that explained. I did it right at I tell you when I did it. It was right at the beginning of Capricorn season. That's going to help you to know, look for the date. But she gave a very good explanation of Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, and Capricorn rising, because there are similarities, but there are significant differences. But go back to around let's see, this would be when's the beginning of Capricorn season? The 21st of December, I think, or something like that. So go back to about that time. I posted it, and it will shed a lot of light. I did too, Beck Purcell. I thought she did a great job of explaining that. Rose is pretty good with astrology. And one thing that I heard Rose say, and I found this to be true in my own studies. And again, I don't claim to be an astrologer. That is not my forte, but I know just about enough to be dangerous when it comes to astrology. But I heard Rose say this, and I found this to be true. And it's certainly true that Capricorn means are typically ones that have really, really tough childhoods. And that is my story, part of it. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Tamika, we accidentally timed you out, girl. It was a mistake. I think we got, I think, I think I got, I think you got, I think we got on the wrong person. Sometimes when the chat starts going, Tamika, it goes too fast, but the timeout, how long did my timeout last? 300 seconds. So Tamika, just hang tight. Sorry about that. Okay. But I am a Gemini sun and rising, Mystic Lark. I'm a Gemini sun, Capricorn moon, Gemini rising, Venus in Cancer. I'm heavy in my other placements in Taurus as well. I don't have a lot of fire in my chart. I do have Sagittarius like in my Lilith. It's okay, Beck. Tamika's sweet. I promise you she'll be fine. She won't be mad at you back, okay? Right. Yeah, 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. But it's okay, Beck. You know, it happens. It happens. I've done it. I did it. I think it was in Tyler's chat that I accidentally, or am I thinking about somebody that else that got timed out in here wrong? I don't know, but it happens. Let me tell you something. People get blocked accidentally when the chat starts going fast, right? In the 12th house, Roxy, I'd have to look. I've got my placements here. Let me go look. You know, you sent me a thing and I need to send you my chart. I think you were asking for my birth chart and I need to ask you that. And I want to send it to you. Let me go to look at my birth chart and I'll tell you what. So I need to know what's in my 12th house, Roxy. I need to find out. Saggy and Lilith. Okay, wow, Dan. Yep. So let me see if I have it here. Yep. Okay. All right. So let me look at my 12th house, Rosie Frank. Miss Roxy. Hang on a second. I'm going down there. All right. All right. So Taurus is in my 12th, and in my 12th, let's see what we have here. Mercury, the Sun, Mars, Jupiter. I do have a lot of planets in my 12th. What does that mean? The Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter are all in the 12th house, Roxy. Oh, is it really? It's a deeply spiritual house. Okay, so the Sun is there, Mercury is there, Mars is there, Jupiter is there. So, wow. Thank you for that, Pew. I'm not doing readings right now. We're just taking some time. Oh, crazy! Is that crazy, Miss Roxy? Tell me, talk to me. Tell me what's up. Holy she's right. Oh, wow. Right. Is that crazy, Miss Roxy? Yeah, I've always thought my chart was a dumpster fire. Right. Right. No air in your chart. I took the short bus quite often. Oh, that's funny, Rosie. That's funny. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Chris Lindsay, good to see you. Good to see you. 12th house is Pisces. I know you know that, Karen. Well, yeah. I didn't know that, but okay, so Pisces is the intuitive side, maybe. Well, I saw where Roxy said that's highly spiritual. My Capricorn, I've got a Capricorn South Node too, and Cancer North Node as well, leather and lace. I share my South and North Node with you. My North Node is in Cancer, and my South Node is Capricorn as well. So, okay, yeah. Wow. The fact that your chart ruler sits with the 12th house with Mars, Sun, ego and aggression, initiative, then with Jupiter. Huh. We are cousins, leather and lace, I'm pretty sure. Chris, if you're a troll, Roxy. Wow. It denotes someone who will eventually turn their traumas and whatnots into fortune. You know, it's hard to leave a Gemini speechless, Roxy, but you just did. Just gonna say that. Especially a Gemini rising, right? Wow. Yes, I believe she does interpret charts, Crazy Crystal. I'm gonna tell you something. You want to talk about somebody who's got their proverbial spiritual stuff together, Ms. Roxful. Yeah. Wow, Ashley. Oh my gosh, Chris. Please be careful and take care of yourself because it's all in the 12th house, you'll find it easier to conceptualize spiritual stuff and repeat it back out to the masses, especially with Jupiter and Sun in there. Wow. Wow. I'm not going to say what, but I will say this, Miss Roxy. You know, I'm taking that class with Tyler, and you know, Tyler's pretty, you know what I mean? He can predict shit. Y'all know that. I've seen it way too much, right? And Scorpioing. I tell you something, and I think I've told you this, Roxy. My mother was my Scorpio best friend my whole life. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I don't miss her. And you want to talk about, we talked about this the other day. Scorpios feel so deeply, and she did. Oh my goodness. She was very, she was sensitive, but she was also very loving, and her emotions went all the way through and through, right? But anyway, when I was in Tyler's class the other day, Saturday, Tyler made a prediction about me and my channel. And you know, I've had other people tell me this, and I was like, that's nice. But when Tyler predicts it, it makes you step back. And now Roxy says what she did, and that makes you step back. And yeah. And it's crazy how this happens, but you know, which is all the more important for me to take breaks, right? So your cousin is wonderfully intuitive, stinger butt. My daughter's father is a stinger butt, but he's a nice one. We worked finally, after knowing each other for what, 35-ish years, we finally learned how to work together as a team from a co-parenting standpoint. We're night and day as far as the people we are, but one thing we share in common is a love for that little girl and a commitment to co-parent her. And we've actually become friends. Yeah, there's a trust there. There's a deep trust from a friendship standpoint. Y'all, and y'all will laugh, and I don't normally tell my personal business, but one of the things that I'm doing, one of my goals is I want to get a little bit of property and have some woods right around me. And it's his goal as well. And I get along so well with this man. I'm like, there is nothing romantic at all there. But he is family, right? But what I can tell you is that we are talking about getting like 8 or 10 acres, and him having half and me having half, and I'll be on my end and he'll be on the other. And that way, whenever we, you know, my daughter is an only child to both of us, and it'll all be there for her. And that's what we're talking about doing. Right. I love astrology. I tell you what, there's a lot. Well, thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yes, it is. I'm so blessed, Tamika. I really am. Tamika, I'm glad you're back. I hope you saw what we were saying. Okay. But yeah, Roxy, you ought to start a channel. I know you're a busy lady though, but I tell you what, you got some good knowledge there. You got some good knowledge. I'm gonna tell you, I love astrology, and I wish I knew more about it. And you know, it's one of the things I want to learn about eventually. But gosh, I find myself going in so many different directions, right? Yes, I agree. It is a beautiful investment to own land. And I don't really, my goal, what I'm doing and what I think I've decided I want to do, you know, is I think I'm going to just save up to where I can pay cash for the land and put a small, I mean, I really, y'all talk about the cottage. That really is the goal, to have like a small place in the woods where there's deer coming up and eating and that sort of thing. But I do have to go where I can get access to high speed internet in my little country enchanted cottage, right? And yeah, so I do have to do that. So, but yeah, and probably a barn. Yes, Jenna LF. My daughter's father, he is a very good horseman as well. He does not have a horse right now, but he is quite the experienced rider. He's quite the horseman. He's a very good, experienced horseman from all aspects, not just in the saddle, but just in general. And of course, y'all know my passion is with horses as well. And he's like, because he's retiring at the end of 2023. And so he wants to do, we kind of talking about doing this at that time, is to buy the land out. Yeah, I want chickens because I love fresh eggs. There's nothing, they taste so much better than store-bought eggs. But anyway, and he's like, I think I want to have a horse when I retire. I want to get a horse again, Karen. He said that to me, and he said, and I want to get a tractor. I mean, it's gonna be like green acres for him. And I thought, well, why couldn't I keep my horse out there too? I mean, we could have it like a common pasture area, right? So yeah, who knows what we're gonna end up doing. In a 3 flat, 4 flat. I'm working on that. Wow, Tamika, right? I like chickens. Now, I will say this. I've had chickens, and I do like having them. But one thing I don't want to ever do again is I'm not going to have them in my barn. If I ever have chickens again, and I imagine I probably will, I'll have a separate coop because they're nasty. And I mean, they're fine with horses, and horses are fine with them. But they just, yeah. And I don't want to go into the details there, but they're nasty. but their chickens are hilarious. That's some of the funniest things you'll ever sit and watch. It's chickens, right? They are quite hilarious. They're pretty funny. Pretty funny. You like getting eggs? Yeah, me too. They're good. They're really good. Those fresh eggs are so much better. They're richer, and it's my theory that they have more protein in them, and that's why they're richer. You need a pulley coop. I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google that. Wow. Okay. All right. Hey, is it Haya or Haya? How are you doing? But I've had goats. Goats are fun. Actually, when you have horses, goats are actually a pretty nice symbiotic relationship as far as having them in your horse pasture for a couple of reasons. They get along very well with horses. Horses are very picky in the pasture. They will eat the nice grass, but not the weeds. And so if you don't have something like goats, you wind up having to, bush hog your pasture, and you kind of do anyway. But if goats like weeds and not the pretty grass. And so if you have a balance of horses and goats in your pasture becomes a lot easier to maintain. And more often than not, they coexist beautifully. The goat that we had thought she was a horse, right? But yeah, baby goats, right? Yeah, they do. They do. Back when my daughter's father and I were married still, we had our horses and goat at our place, and our goat was absolutely in love with his horse, right? They were just joined at the hip. And when I would bring them in at night to feed them, I would bring them into the barn out of the pasture. And of course, they would just come running in, and they knew which stalls to go to, except that crazy ass goat. She would go in the stall with this big old horse, and I mean, she wasn't huge. She's kind of about the size of what, I don't know, smaller than a golden retriever as far as her size. And she would go in there with him, and I was like, and I would try to get her out of there and get her to go to a horse stall. And finally, I realized, you know what? She's happy, he's happy. Let them stay together. So they wound up sharing a stall, and he didn't care. But that goat was hilarious. When it would rain and the horses would be outside in the pasture, she would stand up underneath my then husband's horse. She sure would, to stay out of the rain. Y'all, my dog is here, and she's talking to me, and you know what she's telling me? She's aggravated with me because it's time to go to bed. She's up here booping me with her nose. She does that when she wants me to come to bed. They do attack people? I didn't know that, Tamika. No, well, I know the roosters will. Back in the day, whenever I was back before we had our place, and where the place where we were boarding, oh, geese. Oh my God, yeah, they're a hot mess sometimes, Dan. But okay, back whenever we were boarding, they had chickens at the place where we boarded, and there was a rooster out there, and he thought he was gonna come up and chase me. Y'all, I've always been a redhead, and I've always been a Gemini. Okay, I turned around, and I turned around, and he come up. He was gonna spur me. I'm gonna tell you, roosters can cut you and cause you to bleed. They are not. They can roosters. You have to watch. There are some that are nice, and there are some that are bad. where I board JJ, there's a rooster out there, but he's a complete sweetheart. He's fine. But I have seen some, and I've seen some that were sweet, but that rooster out there was a mess. And I turned around when he thought see what he would do is he would wait till you would turn your back and then he would sneak up on you like he was going to spur you. I caught him sneaking up on me. I turned around and let me tell you what, I chased that son of a bitch and I kicked him like a football. But I'm going to tell you what, he didn't never come after this redheaded Gemini again. Oh, he's in orbit, all right. He really did go airborne, Dan. You hit it right when you said, is he still in orbit? I didn't care because they can hurt you bad. They can hurt you bad. They sure can. And they can run like hell. So the only thing you can do is what I did. I mean, I hate to say this. I love chickens, but let's just be honest. They're not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. Okay? They're just not. That's why they're so damn funny. You know, they're just hilarious. I used to be scared of them. All chickens, even the hens, right? But yeah, you do leather and lace. That goat was hilarious. My dad used to come by mine and his place, and he would come out there and bring peanuts and feed the goat peanuts, right? Oh wow, Rhonda. Yeah, they can be a mess, them roosters, and they can hurt you. They can hurt you bad. They really can. Yeah, they can be a mess. Where I board my horse, there is literally every kind of animal imaginable. It's a huge place. I mean, but there are cows, there are goats, there are sheep, there are donkeys, there are pigs, there are several different types of pigs, and there are what else? There are peacocks out there, and of course chickens, and of course dogs and cats. But one of the goats out there are hilarious. She's got a couple of billies, which are the males, and there's one Billy that he's pretty tall. He's not bad. He doesn't headbutt you or anything, but he doesn't understand the concept of personal space. And he is in the same pasture with my horse. So when I go to get my horse, it's like I feel like me and my shadow. He's like right here. And he doesn't do anything. He doesn't bother you, but it's just like his head is right here. And he's just like, what are you doing? What do you do? Can I come? What are you doing? Can I come with you? Oh, you're going to get that horse again. Well, can I come? I just want to be friends. I just want to be friends. Can I come with you? Can I come with? And if I'm standing there talking to JJ and I'm not really, he's right up. He's like right here. And then she's got another Billy that's a horny toad, and he'll get after anything that don't walk. She's fixing to, yeah. He's going down the road, yeah. But the big one that's black, he's not bad. He's not aggressive. He doesn't do anything. He's not overly horny. But like he just doesn't understand. I kind of think he's cute, but he doesn't understand the concept of personal space, and he stinks. I mean, Billy's, and I don't know. Those of you who know anything about Billy goats, you're going to understand why he smells. It is in their nature to do things that are going to cause them to smell, and that is what we will leave right there. Right. We won't go down that rabbit trail much further. But it's just the way, it's just their nature, right? I never had a Billy myself. Mine were nannies that I had. Yes, they're beautiful peacocks are, Tamika. And she's got some gorgeous peacocks, right? Oh, Debbie, you're hilarious. But yeah, but I had nannies. And they were simply sweet. Hey, Simply Me, how are you doing? So anyway, at the crew bar, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's weird. The other thing I like about where I board my horse is that any time of the year, any time of the day, you're likely to see deer out there. And it's pretty amazing because, you know, normally you're more apt to see a deer early in the day or late in the day at either dawn or dusk. And not only that, you know, it's usually in the colder time, but I see deer out there in the middle of the summer at 2:00 in the afternoon, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Mona, how are you doing? How are you doing? But yeah, I don't know what is with these people that are putting these links in the. They're doing it everywhere in every chat. They're doing it in my chat. They're doing it in Rose. I haven't seen them in Tyler's, but that's not saying that. Yeah, yeah, they do keep the coyotes away, Lisa Duck. There's the cutest. There's three donkeys that live in JJ's pasture out there, and they are so cute. They stay together and they're everywhere they go. You know, donkeys are totally different than horses. They're highly protective, and they protect the herd. They sure do. Yes, I love venison. I sure do. I've deer hunted before too, leather and lace. I miss it a lot. Right. I figured that, Dan. I figured that. I report them. I delete them and report them. But they just keep coming back under different names. It's so annoying. They'll at least they're not coming in and saying, you know, what they're saying if you just don't click on it. These ones that are making their rounds now, the trolls that are making the rounds now are not near as annoying as things I've seen in the past. So it's not too bad. Right. Ah, Debbie, you opened one, didn't you? Right. It's computer generated. Okay, Jenna, so that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Some people say they think it's actually coming from YouTube Google bots, and I wouldn't be surprised. You know, YouTube's nuts. We're just going to leave that right there. You have 5 deer in your yard. I'm between the forest preserve and the deer. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love watching the deer. Love, love, love them. Um, when Abby's dad and I were together and we had our own place, we had some acreage, and at the edge of the tree line of our property, we there in that area, wild hogs were very common, and wild hogs are quite dangerous. They will charge you, and they are not playing, and they are dangerous, and they will hurt people badly. And people do hunt them sometimes, but at night you could go outside and you could hear them grunting. You could hear those hogs. You sure could. I did not care for that. Did not care for that. Right. But yeah. But anyhow, 12 on a busy day. Yeah. You get a lot of deer too, Debbie. Okay. I love that. Yeah, they are not cool. My pet bear should be hibernating now. You know, in my area, there is a bear that is native to this area that is endangered, but every once in a while you will see one, even in South Alabama. It's a smaller breed of bear, and they're pretty reclusive. They're pretty reclusive. I have seen one in my entire life. Right. The hogs were a sign. Right. Oh wow, Jenna. Yeah, Dan rammed that the hogs rammed jeeps, and I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. They're aggressive. They're pretty mean. You're scared of hogs. It's probably not a bad idea to me. Now, I will say this: the pigs that are out at my barn. Now, these are domesticated pigs, but the pigs that are out at my barn are real sweet. She has her big pig, the biggest one. His name is Ernie. Ernie the pig. He's so funny. He's hilarious. He is so funny. He's like, he's so cute in a cute way. You know, pigs are highly intelligent though. They're highly intelligent. Really are. She says they're by far well, Rich, hey, we're just doing a soul fam chat, love. It's good to see ya. Always good to see my homie. Thank you for being here. I was talking about you earlier and giving you a shout out. Giving you a shout out, Rich. You're amazing. You know that. I have to always give him shout outs because he's the master of manifestation and who I learned everything I know that worked for me from. Yeah. Yeah. Rich pops in sometimes. He'll surprise me that way. It's always a treat and an honor whenever he pops in. Hey, Meredith, Gulf Shores, and there was a lot of interesting wildlife. You're right about that. I know exactly where Gulf Shores is. I'm not all that far from Gulf Shores. Meredith McDonald. Pet pig named Frankie. That's adorable. That's adorable. That's adorable. Yeah, Rich is a sweetheart. Very kind. Um, very kind, very been very helpful to me in my journey, way before I started YouTube, and certainly since I started this channel. Very much a friend and a supporter and somebody who helped my channel. So yeah, I love that. So I have to be so grateful for that. Really do. Really do. Well, hey, LZ fan, good to see you, love. Good to see you. Good vibes. Exactly. Exactly. I hope you guys are having a good night. So, yes, he is good. Oh, yeah. I learned, and I don't know what it was about the way that Rich explained stuff that made it hit my brain to where I got it. But it was different, very simplified, but it was like, oh, I can do that. And oh, I see how I could do this. And look, I can see the results in his life. So I think I could do what he says. I don't think that I understood. And like, it wasn't like, this fog that felt like it was totally clear. And I don't know if it's because he's an Aquarius and I'm a Gemini and that air sign energy. I don't know why. But he had a big, a way to put it to where I could understand it, right? Debbie, you're funny. You're funny. Yeah, he is down to earth, speaks in people terms. Yeah, he just breaks it down. One of the things that he says a lot, and I'm a firm believer in this, is that, we all have equal access to the divine. We all have the ability to learn to be masters of manifestation and to, work in our areas of spirituality and develop those things. We all have equal access to divine source energy. What we choose to do with it is on us, right? So, yeah. Yeah, layman's terms. I like that. Hi, Dan. That's funny. Yeah. He does tell it like it is, but he has compassion about it too, Mona. And that's the slippery slope because you get, when you get a hard reading, um, you want to come across, I mean, you want to be compassionate because the whole reason, I mean, I know this about Rich, is the whole reason you're here is to help people. And the last thing you want to do is read a reading in such a way where you come across like you don't care about a person's feelings and that sort of thing. And so but there again, you can't get to the point where you're sappy and you just absorb that energy. So it's a slippery slope, and you have to have that balance to where you can kind of learn to manage and navigate those energies. And he does very well at that. But and I say this a lot. If you guys get tired of hearing yucky readings, I mean, it's not fun to deliver a lot of yucky readings either. And that's why when I get nice readings, it's such a refreshing thing. But the whole point is a lot of people who come to the tarot community come here because they're hurting, and so naturally, we're going to pick up on the collective energies of the community, of people who are heartbroken and who have had challenges in romance and that sort of thing. So all that is kind of, helps you, I think, to kind of keep things in perspective, right? See, Rosie, that's great. That's great. He's been through a lot. He sure has been through a lot. Rich has been through some things that I've not been through, but Rich and I share a couple of different common experiences. We both attempted suicide. We both survived. Yes, we did. And I don't talk about that a lot on my channel, but it is true. I attempted suicide about a little bit over 14 years ago, and I'm so glad that it didn't work. I had, according to the doctor, I had taken enough oxys to kill a horse. And had my dad not walked in and found me knocked out, I wouldn't be on this planet anymore in this lifetime anyway. But my dad found me and got me to the hospital, and they pumped my stomach. And let me tell you, that is one of the hardest things physically. That was horrible. It was rigorous, but they were doing everything they could. And they had to work fast. They were literally having to work fast. They did not know what damage had been done, and we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm actually very happy about not happy. I'm grateful for the experience, Leather and Lace from the lessons I learned from it. And one thing I can say is this: it gave me a perspective on how the mindset of a person who actually does that. And because, people are quick to say it's the most selfish thing you can do. That is not always true. I was of the mindset that I was doing the world a favor and all my loved ones a favor because they didn't have to put up with my BS anymore. And that I was such a burden and such a fuck up that I would just be, a relief to check out where they didn't have to deal with my bullshit anymore. Well, really, and I probably was a drain on them, but they didn't feel that way. But it was nothing selfish about it. I felt like I was doing everybody a damn big favor. I did. And I was hurting. I wanted that pain to end. And what I did, and I probably was very draining on people, but if you're draining on people, it's time to look in the mirror and do some work, right? So that was what that was about, right? But yeah, it's something I really, and it's not that I like hide it, it's just not come up as where I would mention that. But yeah, thank you, Debbie Thomas. Appreciate that. So the thing I'm grateful for, certainly for surviving, and because I have a unique perspective, I can't say I know how every person feels that goes down that path and attempts or is successful. I can't possibly say that because I don't know, because everybody's different. But I can say that I can speak to what my own mindset was like at that time. And it gave me a unique perspective that I probably would not have otherwise had. I believe that we go through these things by design. So, Jenna, see, we share a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you, Leather and Lace. Um, yeah. And I'm grateful for the experiences I've gone through. It has made me stronger. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for those things. I wouldn't have had shit romantic relationships if I didn't have a shit toxic childhood. And if I didn't have shit romantic relationships, then I probably wouldn't be reading tarot and doing what I love. I would probably be still miserable and doing budgets and cash forecasting and, debits and credits and accounting work. Okay. Yeah, that. And I hated that. So I'm actually happy that it all happened. Was it tough? Yes, it was. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, but I can look back and see the lessons and be grateful for those things. So, yeah, I'm not a victim. Some people are. Some people stay in that mindset, and I respect their right to do that. They have a right to stay in that mindset, and that is their choice. As for me, not only did I survive, I'm thriving as a result. Probably better than I would have been had it never happened, right? Well, no, probably to it, just definitely. I know it without a doubt. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're right, Dan. You're right. But yeah, it's I think it I think every experience that we have is an opportunity to learn. And there are times that when we go through certain things, we won't see those things until months, years, maybe down the road. And not only that, say you have something happen today on January the 4th, okay? And 6 months from now, you'll understand why it happened, but you probably may not understand everything. 2 years after that, you may look back and go, oh, and also this, and this. It works like that for me sometimes too. Right. But everything that happens is a learning opportunity. Good things that happen are learning opportunities, and tough situations that happen are learning opportunities. And I have a lot of stuff on my phone, memes and stuff like that. I never lose. I either win or I learn. And learning is a win just as much as anything else in my book. So there you go. Right. There you go. Well, thank you, Art and Soul Tarot. I appreciate that. Yeah, Kimberly, really it is. But as many people as hurt me, okay, I hurt people too. You know, the saying is true: hurt people hurt people. You'll bleed on who didn't cut you. Oh yeah, yeah. I was mean to a lot of people. Unconscionable things I've done in my life. Not proud of those things, but yeah, you have to come to terms with those things too, right? And you have to release yourself from those things, and that was the hardest part. of my healing journey thus far was forgiving myself. And I don't like the word forgive. I like release. That's just me. But releasing myself from that energy. I still, own the fact that that happened, but I'm not going to live in that space, and I'm not going to let it control me going forward, if that makes sense, right? But yeah, I love that, Rosie Frank. I am on a trip. I manifested at 18. I never expected to be here, but here I am and would not be here without you. Oh my God, Rosie. No, honey, you wouldn't be there without you. You manifested this. Make no mistake, you manifested this. Right? You sure did. Make no mistake. Don't get it twisted, honey. This is your manifestation. Smile about it and take it as it is, right? I know what you're saying, Rosie. I mean, I'm the same way whenever I look at people who have given me a leg up and taught me things, but you know what? It's okay. All right. See? Exactly, Tamika. And look, we need people who like doing debits and credits, and I'm glad for those people. I'm glad we have people who like accounting. I'm good at doing accounting, but I hate it. And it wasn't my passion, which is why I was, yeah, I made good money, but I never stayed at a job very long. I hated it like hell. Right. That's so cool, Rosie. That's so cool. She's amazing. She's a sweetheart. I don't know, Dan. I looked it up a while back and I can't remember where my I think I've got one in 2 years, but I may be wrong. I'll have to look again. Excuse me. As far as Saturn returns, and I really don't have a lot of understanding about that. But it is significant for major life changes, is what I understand. But the thing I admire about Rich is he's consistent. He's consistent, in and that's pretty admirable, right? Yeah, me too. Leather and lace, me too. But yeah, so I guess I'm gonna get off of here. I'm pretty ready to go to bed. Carolina's booping me. She thinks it's time to go to bed. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for being understanding. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And I will talk to you guys again later on. Okay. I will probably be a little bit quiet for the next couple of days. You might see me modding in chats with folks and here and there. And I'm sure I'll be commenting and doing stuff on my community page. But as far as picking up a card, I've put myself in timeout for a couple of days. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank y'all for chatting with me, Patricia. It goes both ways. Thank y'all for being here. I love you guys so much. Love and light, peace, joy, health, happiness, and healing. Okay. We'll talk to you guys again soon. All right.